What do you think of when you think of bug-type Pokemon? Most people think of early game, weak Pokemon that can't make it to the end of the game. Well, that is what we have been taught to think by both in-game and out-of-game influences. I'm here to show you all that not only can you beat one Pokemon game with just bug types, but you can beat them all. Let's roll that intro. The hardest part about starting any Monotype challenge, meaning a Pokemon challenge in which you must use one type of Pokemon, is getting your first Pokemon. Unless you have a starter Pokemon that shares a common type with your selected challenge, you will have to rush through the beginning part of the game. Since we are doing a bug type challenge, we are going to select Bulbasaur, the grass type, forcing our rival to select Charmander, the fire type. This will allow our rival to keep a type advantage against us throughout the game. After running a quick errand for Professor Oak and getting our Pokedex, it is time to head to Viridian Forest and catch our first partner. It isn't long until we run into Silky, our Caterpie. We take Silky to the Pokemon Center and heal him up. After depositing Bulbasaur in our PC, it is time to inspect Silky and find out that he has an adamant nature. In the Pokemon world, the nature of each Pokemon decides what kind of stats it will have. In the case of Silky, he would have a higher attack stat and a lower special attack stat. Another strange thing about this generation of Pokemon is that if a move was a special or normal attack was decided by the typing. This changed in Generation 4 and will be the only time in this challenge we will have to worry about it. But I feel like I still need to break this down for you, so let's head to the classroom. So in Generation 1 through 3 of Pokemon, that's Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, a move was deemed special if it was from the Water, Grass, Fire, Ice, Electric, Psychic, Dragon, or Dark typing, and would use the special attack and special defense stat to calculate damage. If a move was from the normal, fighting, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, ghost, or steel typing, it was a physical move and used the attack and defense stat. So our new friend Silky would be better off using physical attacks due to its adamant nature as well as being a bug flying type. It would benefit the most from using attacks of the same type, getting what is called a stab, or same type attack bonus. Unfortunately, this leads us to the first problem in the earlier games. Each Pokemon has what are called base stats. Butterfree's lowest base stat is attack at a low 45. Meanwhile, its special attack is doubled at 90. This is part of what led trainers to believe that bug-type Pokemon were bad in the earlier generations. Game Freak gave them stats that went against their typing and move pool. You will see this evolve and get better as the games go on. For now, let's get back to the action. It's time to go back to Viridian Forest. I've already planned my team out since there are only so many available options in Fire Red or Leaf Green. We had to make a choice between Scyther and Pinsir, and I went with Scyther for this attempt. With such limited options, we had to double up on a Pokemon as well, and I chose to double up on Butterfree. As the challenge plays out, it will become clear why. But for now, let's go ahead and grab a Weedle and name him Spike. Spike has a lonely nature, which will raise his attack and lower his defense. That's just what I was hoping for. We needed to grab one more member of our team, and I knew exactly what I wanted. I was looking for a Caterpie with a relaxed nature to raise its defense and lower its speed. I could take a hit on speed, but I needed the other stats to be as good as possible. Almost as if fate were on our side, we caught a Caterpie with that exact setup. Thus, Tank joined our team. Now, we were ready to train. Something that's great about the early game bug types are the early evolutions. Both Caterpie and Weedle evolve at level 7 to Metapod and Kakuna, then again at 10 to Butterfree and Beedrill. However, it is still a pretty slow process to train them since they have very basic low impact moves, Tackle and Poison Sting. After some time, we are finally strong enough to move forward towards Pewter Gym. However, there's another challenge we could take on. One that's optional in this game, but personal for me. See, I didn't mention this earlier, but I lost to Gary in our first battle. As it stands right now, he's up 1-0 on me, and that just doesn't sit right. So, we veer off, heading towards Victory Road, knowing we can't progress just yet. Gary comes towards us, making a comment about how we didn't have any badges and the guard won't let us through, not realizing that he just admitted that he tried to get through on his own. He asks if our Pokemon have gotten any stronger, and the battle is on. He starts with a Pidgey. Great, he has another type advantage. I send out Tank, ready to weather the storm. The battle begins and Tank begins to raise his defense. Neither Pokemon is doing much damage with their tackles, but Tank has another attack. He uses Confusion and is able to inflict considerable damage and confuse the Pidgey. Gary's Pidgey hurts itself in Confusion, and Tank is able to knock it out with Confusion. We know his second Pokemon is his Charmander, and we brace ourselves for our rematch, having our team finally ready. Charmander pops out of its ball, its tail on fire. If Gary uses Ember, it could mean trouble. Tank launches a Confusion and Gary uses Scratch. Oh, okay, that was weird, but we're gonna take it. Another Confusion and another Scratch. Oh, okay, well, Tank finishes the fight off with another Confusion, and just like that, we are 1-1 with our rival. Gary complains that, oh, you were just lucky, then tells us to get a move on for the gym challenge. As the sun sets, we turn our eyes towards Viridian Forest, our next obstacle between us and Brock in the Pewter Gym. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Next time, we tackle Viridian Forest in the Pewter City Gym. Remember to take care of yourself, take care of your friends, and be better. Thanks for watching.